Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be talking to you about taking advice of other people. Sometimes when you're in a difficult situation, you think about asking someone else for a second opinion on something you want to do. And this may be your parents, it may be friends, people you know. And I think it's best to think about this. What you need to do is listen to your intuition, your gut instincts, because sometimes you know if something is good for you and whether it's not. Now, your friends sometimes may be the first port of call because you can talk to your friends normally about everything. But they also might be biased because they might be leading you astray down a path maybe that might cause you more problems in the long run. Because people generally your age have the same amount of maturity as yourself. When it comes to your parents, they are more mature, they are experienced, they have more understanding of where you are in your life, but they might also differ in the sense that they grew up in a different generation. So they may have different values, different morals. Generally, parents are, out for your best interest. They are there to guide you in your life, to care for you. But there are situations when you are an adult, and if you ask advice of a parent, they may be biased to their own benefit, in the sense that, let's say, you might want to associate with someone, and they may not approve of the person without having spent time with that person. So you have to always consider the advice that you are given, and have a look at whether there is an ulterior motive, whether you are being given advice that's best for you or best for the people who are giving you that advice. And like I said, friends, relationships with friends also differ. You may be very close with somebody, you may not be. You may not be able to fully trust someone. Family, you can generally, you may feel that you can trust. And for the most part, I would like to say that you can trust family, but there's a lot of situations where, if you are doing better than a family member, they may not be inclined to give you the best advice, or if their reputation is at stake with whatever decision you're planning on making, they may not give you the best advice because they may be looking out for themselves, how they stand on the situation, and whether they sort of will benefit too. And I know we don't like to think of families being competitive, but I think there are situations where families can be competitive and always looking for a better situation for themselves. And it's unfortunate that this is the case. Most people in families like to feel that they are your family, that they can be trusted. But sometimes I think, depending on the background, depending on how they were raised, and depending on how you've been raised, perhaps you were raised in a different country, and you have to take all of these factors into account as to whether the advice you've been given is valid, as far as background, as far as who you are, where you want to go, and also for the times we live in. Because sometimes I think advice is given from what people are used to from the past, and that may mean that it's really not applicable to the times we live in today. So you have to be very careful, I think, and not automatically assume that people who you are near and dear to have your best interests at heart, because I would like to say for the most part they should have, but from my life experience, from what I have seen, they really don't. They don't have your best interests at heart, and that's something you have to consider. You may have to go outside your circle to get a unbiased point of view. All right. Thank you very much for listening. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.